Following the resolution, have the roll call to 6 7 members present, chair, quorum, conducting business. House motion.
Mr. Speaker, I move that when we do adjourn, we adjourn until December 4, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Representative Lehman.
Further motion and second. All in favor, in case say aye. Opposed, no. Motion is adopted. Chair hands down the Minority Committee report for House Bill 1032.
Mr. Speaker, a minority of your Committee on Elections and Apportionment, which met on December 2nd, 2025 to consider House Bill 1032, has had the same.
For the motion and the second. State your point, Representative Zimmerman. The Representative Zimmerman states a point of order that the Minority Committee report violates House Committee Rule 118.1. The House will stand in recess so we consider the point of order. After consideration, the chair finds a point well taken. Appeal the willing of the chair, put down the writing, put the seconds. With that, Representative Karakoff.
Representative Jackson, you're recognized to present your minority report.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members of the House, today this chamber has a choice. We can vote for a bill that redraws political maps to protect politicians, or we can vote for legislation that actually helps the families we represent pay their bills. Utilities cost. Indiana ranks 20th in the nation for the most expensive residential electricity costs. Hoosiers are paying 17.5% more for electricity than they did just last year, the biggest jump in 2 decades. Our minority report eliminates the sales tax on residential utility use. This real money back in the pocket for families to keep the lights on and the heat running this winter. Healthcare costs are about to spike. Nearly 8% of Hoosiers have no health coverage at all. Only 2/3 of working adults even have access to an employer-based plan. And here, what's coming is dysfunction in Washington is set to end the Affordable Care Act credit, which will cause premium costs to skyrocket for more than 300,000 Hoosiers. Hundreds of thousands more infants, children, pregnant women, working adults on Medicaid are facing looming cuts at both the state and federal level. Our minority report creates a state tax credit for insurance premiums to protect Hoosiers. If those federal credits disappear, that's called planning ahead for the people we serve. Child care and pre-child care are in crisis. Let me tell you what's happening with working families who have children. There are over 31,000 children on the waiting list for child care vouchers right now. And guess what? We only have 2,500 children who are able to receive the child care benefits. That's less than half the current enrollment and a third of what it was 2 years ago. Before these cuts even happened, 85% of Indiana's 4-year-olds and 91% of 3-year-olds already lacked access to quality pre-care. Our minority report eliminates those wait lists and fully funds both programs for 1 year because parents can go to work if they can't afford child care. Grocery costs. Our report also eliminates the sales tax on prepared food in grocery stores, plus essential items such as toothpaste, soap, adult diapers, and feminine hygiene products. These aren't luxuries, these are necessities. The contrast, I keep hearing from my constituents about the rising costs of child care and utility bills. House Democrats have held town halls all over the state for the past 4 months, and Hoosiers told us the same thing, that they want relief from the rising cost of living, not map riggings and political games. New political maps do not pay bills. They don't put food on the table. They don't help a parent find affordable child care so that they can go to work. The only emergency that redistricting addresses is protecting political power. Our families' budgets are in a real state of emergency. I urge my colleagues to vote yes on the minority report, vote for lower utility bills, vote for health care security, vote for child care and pre-K, vote for families, vote for all those families that you represent. Thank you so much.
Further discussion, Representative Zimmerman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members of the House, I'm going to speak to the appeal of the ruling of the chair and not the minority report. If you look at our House rules, House Rule 118.1, I'll read it verbatim. No amendment proposed to a House bill substituting therein a different subject matter may be accepted unless accompanied by the written consent of its author and co-authors. There has not been consent of Representative Smaltz, the author of the bill. And this right here is a strip and insert amendment to this bill. I'd ask you to uphold the ruling of the chair.
Further discussion, Representative Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm glad that Representative Zimmerman cited the section he did, because he's talking about an amendment, which this is not what this is. This is a recommendation in a minority report for the full body to adopt. That happens on second reading. Everything up to the point of second reading, this is just a recommendation for this body. The section of the rules that we're dealing with is Section 8, subsection D, committee meetings, considerations, and reports. If you look in your rule book, you'll see we're in Section D talking about committee reports. Representative Zimmerman's in Section C talking about amendments. This is not an amendment. It is a recommendation coming through the minority report. Thank you.
Further discussion? Representative Pryor, no. The question is, shall the ruling of the chair be sustained? An aye vote supports the ruling of the chair, and no vote supports the appeal. Record the chair voting aye. All the members voted. Close the machine. Roll call shows 64 voting aye, 24 voting nay. The ruling of the chair is sustained.
Chair hands down committee report, House committee report for House Bill 1032.
Mr. Speaker, Committee on Elections and Apportionment, to which was referred.
For the committee report, roll call has been requested in a second. Further discussion on the committee report. Chair sees none. Question is on the adoption of the committee report. All those in favor indicate by voting aye. When the machine is open, indicate by voting aye. Those opposed, no. All the members voted. Tally the roll. The roll call shows 63 ayes, 23 noes. The committee report has been adopted. Chair announces the reassignment of House Bill 1033 from the Committee on Courts and Criminal Code to the Committee on Judiciary. Chair hands down Bill List number 2.
Bill List 2, House Bill 1039, a bill for enactment of the Indiana Code concerning state and local administration.
Bill List has been heard. Sorry. Flipped the script too quickly. Out of practice. The bills on Bill List 2 are considered read for the first time and sent to committee. Committee announcements.
Thursday, December 4, 2025, 8:30 a.m., room 156C, Financial Institutions. House Bill 1042, Regulation and Investment of Cryptocurrency, hearing only. Representative Kyle Pierce. Thursday, December 4, 2025, 8:30 a.m., room 156B, Public Policy. House Bill 1038, Riverboat Gaming License, hearing only. Representative Snow. Thursday, December 4, 2025, 8:30 a.m., room 156A, Utilities, Energy, and Telecommunications. Informational hearing on performance-based rate making. There will be no public testimony.
Chair recognizes Representative Baining for a motion. Heard the motion in a second. All those in favor indicate saying aye. Those opposed, no. Motion passes. We are adjourned.
Thank you.